Okay, this video just idea came to me. I like the convenience now of just being able to shoot here in my room because it's raining outside. So if something comes strong, then I can just shoot it. So I'm not lying here. I'm gonna actually give the why and how to this. I don't do clickbait, you know that, because it's stupid. So if you're doing semen retention to get girls, which most people are doing, this is what it is. It doesn't matter, like, oh, but we know that's not the highest purpose. Like, it doesn't matter. Like we can't help it, especially if we're in our 20s or, like what to do. We want the girl, we want the female energy. So why does semen retention help one get more girls? It's very easy and common sense to see this. When you're watching things on the internet and you're beating off, your vibration and frequency is just going to be lower. There's no way around it. Now, those who say, no, man, I don't feel any different when I'm doing that. Okay, then this message isn't for you. But in time, you're going to see it's law. It's just law. When you do some low level thing, that's going to affect you at some point. It may take a while. Maybe you have good genetics, good nervous system. And so maybe it'll take a while, but it's going to happen. Okay. A lot of people nowadays, though, we're born with a sensitive nervous system, a weak nervous system. We inherit it from our parents because they also had a weak nervous system. And so those people, we feel the effects when we do things that are low vibrational because our nervous system loses energy. So this is why, for those people, something like a light bulb goes off when we start talking about doing semen retention. You feel the results. You're like, yeah, I actually feel better. I'm like, yeah, that's common sense. But it's not just semen retention. It's also the two biggest ways I've found that we lose life force is when we're doing PMO and also the foods that we eat. Those are the two things that steal the most life force. So you have to find your right diet. I've shared my diet on my other channel, Transcending Shadows. This is my way. Some people say, no, man, I feel the best and the most energized when I eat meat. Okay, then you do that. I don't get into the debates about what the best diet is. My only point is you find the diet that works for you. And you don't need to read a bunch of stuff. You don't need to read how to, what's the best diet or why should I do semen retention? No, you be your own scientist. Your body's your laboratory. You pay attention. When I do PMO, like, how do I feel? I don't feel good. Okay, there you go. Don't do it. Try not to do it. Same with foods. You don't need to read and ask people what they say. You'll just get confused. You can find everything on the internet. You can find how it says if you eat bananas, they're really good for you. Then you'll find something else that says, no, they'll kill you, man. They're really bad. Then you'll find everything in between. And then you get confused. You go eat bananas and see, is it good for me? This is how you discover things. I think that the word's called empiricist, something like that, where a person learns through actual experience. They didn't learn through books in school. That was me. I learned through actual experience. This is how I know what I know. And then those who kind of belong to this same story as me, then you're going to like what I'm saying. And this is what we're doing. So how to get more girls. Well, when you stop doing debaucherous negative things, automatically, that's going to improve the functioning of your physical body, your vitality and energy. It's going to improve your emotional body. You're going to have more balance. You're not going to be so mood swingy, and just heavy and stuff. Girls don't like that. Your mind's going to be sharper and clearer. You're going to be able to maybe more witty, more fun, you see, because your frequency raised. So when you do that, then the girls, they're going to look at you. You're going to be more charismatic. Charismatic means full of spirit. That's the Latin root meaning for it. So when you're more magnetic, more charismatic, the girls look. It's not just girls, anything. Babies, animals, people in general, they just, you're more magnetic. So then girls are going to look. But that's just the beginning. Let's define what it means to get all the girls. You want all the girls. Most guys, it's instinctual. They want to get the girl into bed. This is what they want. It's biological, it's instinctual. Even maybe they don't know it and will deny it, but that's the end game. That's what they want. It may start out to where, no, I just like talking to her. Okay, what if she said, let's go to my house. You want to come to my house and we can watch a movie? I bet you're gonna say yeah. And then you get in watching the movie and she's like, can you like massage my neck because it hurts? Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, I need to take my shirt off because then you can reach it better. Oh yeah, it's a good idea. Can we just like go in the bedroom? I want to just lay down and then you can like massage my whole body. Yeah, that's a real good idea. Okay, let's do that. And then on and on and on. This is the guy's goal, to get them into bed. All right. So I've already said why doing semen retention is going to make you magnetic, because then that's what's going to get the girl interested in you. And then, and this is my point, you have to put in work though still to get the girl into bed. Do you want to do that? Semen retention can give you the basics to get to where you can put in the work. Because if our mind's dull and we're all low level because we're doing low level habits in our life, we can't put in the work. We're like too dull and stupid. We're not attractive. We can't even get them to look at us. But most guys, they don't have it like, they don't have the perfect symmetry. They're 6 foot, 185 pounds. Got gains, ain't got gains like this, but they got some gains. And so, when they walk down the street, the girls, they just automatically look. It's very rare. Most of us aren't like that. Even those guys though, it's not like the girl's just dying. She just wants to rip her clothes off and say, yeah, just, take me. Some do, the sex addict girls, but or the drunk girls, but do you want that level? The higher level girls, yeah, they may be at first like, wow, but to get them into bed, you're gonna have to put in some work. You're gonna have to have more than just this, cute looking acting costume called a body or a cute face. You need to be more than that. Semen retention will give you more than that. So, but then you gotta play the game. You gotta play the role. You see, the girls want to be pursued, the mainstream girls. They want to be complimented, cherished, and you got to do all that. Maybe you got to like buy them dinner or something, then they'll feel good. Buy them a stuffed animal. I don't know. I never did all that. I didn't like it. I don't want to do that work. I never did. Every girl that I met, it happened organically. We were doing like the same, taking the same class or something, and we enjoyed the subject and we started talking, or my friend had a sister and so automatically we started hanging out, or we were playing like the same sports together, or something that happened organically. It was easy. I like that. I never like played the pickup, like how to pick up a girl. How do I go outside? Here, let me go outside with my video. Let me have my cameraman, shoot how I like go up to a stranger. I'm like, hey, so what's up? Yeah, I don't know, man. It was just silly to me. Like, you don't want a girl like that. But let's say you do. Okay. Still, you're gonna have to put in work and play this role and say these lines and do all this acting stuff to get the girl, even if you're on semen retention. So I guess this is the message and the point of the video. Do you want to play that role? Do you want to put in that kind of work just so you can have sex? And then what? Fast forward to, okay, you had sex with her. Now what? Now you're like, it didn't satisfy you deeply. You know what's the most exciting is the whole anticipation about getting her into bed and having sex. But the actual sex itself, it's like, well, okay, I've already done it. I learned that early, and so I never even wanted to get to that point. Just look at me. Okay, good. That's it. I'm done. All right, next girl. That's called edging. I want to share this one example though about I saw this. It was a great example of I saw how the guy has to do the work to get the girl and how the girl was eating it up. I was in this other town, and I was sitting on the church steps at one night, because that's what we do. We sit on the steps in this town in Ecuador, and then we just kick it, you know. And then there were a couple girls sitting there talking to me and the guy I was with, and then this other guy came, Latin lover, smooth. He said, "Hey, what's happening?" You know, he's putting it on her. And then he'd already talked to her before. So then he came back. He's like, "God, man, I was really missing you, like, so much." See, she's like, yeah, I've been around, I don't know. But she's liking it. She's playing like, you know, like she's not so interested, but man, she's eating that up. She's like, "Damn, you look really good tonight. Like, I like what you're wearing, you know. Yeah, I've been thinking about you and stuff, you know. Yeah." So, and then later, I don't know, he had to do that for 20, 30 minutes, play this stupid role, and then finally they leave together. Got her. So, do you want to put in that work? Semen retention will help give you, you know, the mental horsepower and open up some faculties to where you can play that game better, I guess. But here's the thing, at some point, this is the irony, semen retention also wakes you up spiritually. So at some point, you're not gonna wanna play that role anymore. You're just gonna be like, this is stupid. Because you start to reflect, what is the main point of like, why do I want this female energy so much? Like, why do I want the girl so much? Like, it's trouble for the most part. If it doesn't happen organically, it's just trouble. You're setting yourself up for a bunch of drama and nonsense. You got to deal with all her issues and stuff that comes up, especially after you have sex. That unlocks and reveals all her stuff. Then you got to deal with that. Then you get your own stuff. And then you have, some guys have multiple girls, imagine? And you got to deal with all their little stuff. And you're trying to run away, and you're lying, and don't answer the phone, and they catch you with somebody, and then you got to lie. And man, me and my Indian friend, we took ourselves out of the whole game. Like, we're just done. We don't even want to mess with it. I'm scared of girls. Yeah, they're dangerous. All right, let me know how you like this video.